Hi guys, today we are going to work on answering our essential question. We are finishing up Unit 3, which was our plants and animals in their habitats. We read a lot of different fiction and non-fiction texts telling us about different plants and animals and what they need to survive where they are. So today we're going to work on answering our essential question. This is the paper that is included in your Canvas. You can go ahead and use this to help you write down your thoughts. Try to get it into focus for us. There we go. And so here it is. It gives us a question here. How do living things get what they need to survive? This is a box for us to draw a picture. So when we're done answering the question on the lines below, I would like for you to pick maybe your favorite habitat or animal that you learned about in some of our readings that we had in our booklet, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm just going to brainstorm here about how do living things get what they need to survive, and I can use my booklet to help jog my memory on some of the things that we learned about. I know that, especially here, we talked about how different animals have things to keep them warm in this climate. We learned about blubber, right? And the layer of fat that these animals have to keep them warm in the Antarctica. So I'm going to write something about that. That some animals have blubber to keep I wrote some animals have blubber to keep them warm in a cold habitat. What else do we learn about animals? Some animals fish for their food. Remember the penguins? We learned how they were very good swimmers and fish a lot for their food, so that habitat is good for them because they live around water. Let's see, we know that plants, what do they need to survive? We know plants need water and sunlight, right? So you can take a moment and go back through some of your reading, add a few more thoughts that come to you about different ways that we learned how things survive in their environment. Now remember, we talked about a coral reef, we learned a little bit about scorpions, we read about Alex, and even though this was fiction, it had some facts for us to learn about the different places that he visited. So go ahead and think, look back through your text and add a few more, I'd say 1 to 2 more thoughts on how to answer our essential question of your own. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and draw a picture of your favorite habitat and include maybe a plant or animal that belongs in there. And if you want some inspiration, our story Habitats Around the World has some really great pictures for you to look at and remember the different habitats we talked there about: the savanna, the tundra, the rainforest, the grasslands. And even at the end of our story, remember it showed us 4 different habitats. So that would be a good place to start for some ideas. So go ahead and have some fun, draw a great little habitat picture, and then finish up with our question. Great work. When you're finished, you can submit it to your teacher.